Welcome back. When a trade comes through and you see it and you go, wait, what? So I've had that reaction. So first off, the one that didn't make me react that way, the Carolina Hurricanes have picked up Shane Gostisbehere from the Arizona Coyotes, a 2026 third, going back to the Coyotes. The Coyotes have been masterful with this. Philadelphia paid them draft picks to take Ghost's contract off their hands. Now that his contract's expiring, they get a draft pick back. This is fantastic. Gostisbehere this year, 52 games, 10 goals, 21 assists, 31 points. I think ultimately this helps to up the production from that blue line, and he's only 29 years of age. So for Ghost, he gets a chance to go and potentially play for a Stanley Cup. I think Carolina fans are going to like him. Gostisbehere, since getting to Arizona, his game's gotten a lot better. I understood at the time why Philadelphia made the move they did, but it has not aged well. I do not understand the following trade. This is real. I'm not trolling. I think, though, the Canucks must have seen my videos recently where I've been talking about, it's great to see the Canucks adding draft picks and getting draft capital, and I'm used to them trading draft picks at the deadline. So why not? Philip Hronek is now a Canuck. Yep. Yep, this is from the official Detroit Red Wings account. This actually is happening. He has a $4 million cap hit until next year. 60 games played for Detroit, 9 goals, 29 assists, 38 points. He's 25 years of age. They also get a 2023 fourth round pick. Going the other way is the 2023 first round pick they got for Bo Horvat. So that's gone. So the Islanders draft pick is gone. Keep in mind it's protected. So if the Islanders fade and end up, in a really bad spot, Detroit gets their next year pick without that one being protected. Okay. And a 2023 second as well. So the Canucks trading a first and a second round pick. And I don't know how I feel about this. Now, I like Hronek. I do. He's a legit top four defenseman. Vancouver desperately needs to upgrade their blue line. Agreed with all that. But I'd rather they weren't trading draft capital to do it. And I understand that those two things, you can't have one without the other. I'm really surprised at this move. I would imagine Hronek's kind of surprised too. He's just got traded out of the chase for the playoffs. And for Yzerman, this frees him up $4 million in cap space. I look forward to seeing who Detroit's going to add now that they've got this cap space that Vancouver paid them to get. I don't know. It's such a. I'm going to have to let this one sink in, I think. And again, I like Hronek. I am not trying to say I don't like Hronek. It just feels like for Vancouver, it's an odd move. It's an odd move for a team that's selling at the deadline. And again, for Detroit, this isn't one that I saw that was on the radar. So again, these trades can come out of nowhere. I don't know if Alvin calls Yzerman or Yzerman calls Alvin, but somebody called somebody. And I can't prove that when Yzerman got off the phone that he had a chuckle or said that was actually kind of easy. But at any rate, we'll see how this turns out. I do wish all the best to Hronek in Vancouver. But I'm wearing Detroit because this is some fantastic moves being made by Steve Yzerman. Because again, I don't see him getting that cap space unless he was planning on using it in another deal. So we'll see what happens. Nick Bjugstad, his agent, Ben Hankinson, yesterday tweeted out that Bjugstad was going to play in his 600th game. And then he wanted to unsend said tweet because he got scratched for trade-related reasons. So now Ben Hankinson is basically saying, I'd like to see my client get traded because I want to see him play game number 600. He's stuck on 599. And that's another player that's, being held out of the lineup. There are a lot of players being held out of the lineup. Don't worry, Gary's keeping an eye on it, just like he keeps an eye on me here. At any rate, we'll see what happens with Bjugstad, but odds are he's probably getting traded. I've seen talk about maybe him going to Edmonton, but that talk's been out there for quite a while too, so we'll see if that comes through or not. And an interesting wrinkle with Jonathan Quick since my first news video today, there's the potential that the Las Vegas Golden Knights could end up finding a way to acquire Jonathan Quick. It'd be an interesting tactic by them because my first thought was, well, they've got Brossoit, they've got Hill. They'd have to clear waivers to get sent down. I will say this though, if Jonathan Quick got the bums rush from LA and then Vegas picks him up, this would be kind of the reverse Fleury, wouldn't it? Them picking up a guy who just got I don't want to say humiliated, but just kind of got submarined by his team. And Jonathan Quick will be very motivated if Vegas does pick him up. Of course, Vegas being on the West Coast, that would track. A trip from Vegas to LA by car is relatively easy. Not recommended, though. I would recommend using it by plane because you're going through the desert and it's extremely hot. So, at any rate, especially summertime and all that. But yeah, Quick could end up going to Vegas. So we'll see what happens there. But let me know your thoughts, Canuck fans. Why collect draft picks? It's not like you're selling at the deadline. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. It's my fault. I said they were collecting draft picks. Somebody in the Canucks head office clearly saw that and went, hey, we've got a lot of draft picks. Why? I don't know. Do you want to trade a couple? Sure. So here we are. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And hey, I will be talking to you, I would imagine, sooner rather than later. See you again soon.